You're watching GTV, and because that we're into the weekend now, so here is Children's GBC with George and, well, guess who's back doing the presenting again? It's No-Hare Bear, obviously, just before he turned into a cartoon character. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Children's GBC on Fine Weekend. Now, guess who's back before he's turned into a cartoon character? It's No-Hare Bear here. Hello, everybody. George, why am I here again? I thought you'd just let me retire. Well, I know that I've done, No-Bear, but it's because, now, if we're going to be doing a very special celebration. Special celebration? What sort of special celebration are we celebrating with? Well, Deborah, you know about the BBC programs for children, right? Yeah. And we've also had the same thing with Playdays for what other characters got up to back up in Children's GBC cartoon studio, the one that Bought and Body had previously launched. New Children's GBC cartoon studio? Wow! So I didn't know it was launched. Ah, but that's because we needed one for the cartoon characters upstairs, because otherwise it'll be like a broom cupboard again. Oh, yeah. Oh, and speaking of broom cupboards, I was going to explain to her there. Now, because, however, next Tuesday, this on that very day, on that very day, this will be known as Children's BBC's 40th anniversary. Wow! Children's BBC's 40th anniversary? Yes, that's right, Bear. Children's BBC. Wow. Well, I reckon it must be. So it's happy birthday to them. Yeah, that's right, Bear. Happy birthday to them. Ah, well then. Well, doesn't Children's BBC look a day over 50? It's not. It is not 50. Besides, it's 40 years on next week. Ooh, now that would be exciting. So, George, what are we doing today then? Well, Derbert, now because you're going to be going upstairs into Children's GBC studios from now on, probably from next week onwards, after that you and Arthur celebrated Children's BBC as we present some programs like we usually do. Ah, what, you mean like a history of programs? Yes, somewhere like that. Cosmic. So anyways, George, what sort of programs have we got today? Well, apparently that we have a request video for ACW Remastered 1234. ACW Remastered 1234? So what does that stand for? Well, it stands for Adrian's Cartoon World Remastered. Oh, so that's what it says. Yep, because he requested us to do this for him. Because we have 6 programs to get through, such as, well, first of all, there's Paddington Goes to the Movies, in which we will have in a few minutes, and then we will have some cartoon fun with Crazy Cat. And then, of course, we will be having Henry's Cat. And then The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, in which he encounters Robotnik Jr. And then, of course, we got Hey Dougie. Hey, George Buxton, who's a 2,000-year-old bat more like it. Oi, cut it out, you. And finally, we finish it off with Chuckle Vision, in which they are having a mini bus madness. Okay, so that's pretty much about 6 programs to kick off the weekend. So right now on Children's GBC and Adrian, if you're watching this right now, you're going to be loving the first program now. So we're going to kick things off with George Buxton's Hurry Armpit. And before anyone else asks, I have not got hairy armpits, and it's definitely not hairy Jeremy. But anyways, here's the first program. As I was saying before he rudely interrupted me, here's Paddington Bear, and and of course, this is a Paddington special, and this is called Paddington Goes to the Movies. was Paddy the Bear. Yeah, well, I'm glad that he enjoyed going to the movies, well, despite a few mistakes on dropping some marmalade sandwiches onto a person's hat. And he was not very good at being quiet, as such. And he suddenly didn't want to take his red hat off because it belongs to his uncle in darkest Peru. And of course, did you know on Paddington Goes to the Movies, there was that little parody of Singing in the Rain song made famous by the great Gene Kelly. George, what's all this talk about singing in the rain, though? It's because Paddington did the same thing as Gene Kelly did. Wow. Who's Gene Kelly? Gene Kelly is an actor where he performs some of the best films, including the one that I've already mentioned. I see. What about the other one? Oh, you mean the one that's a bit like Anchors Away? Oh, yeah, I've never heard of these films either. Were they any good? Well, yes, they were very good, because these two films are great, in my opinion. Oh, all right. So, what's Anchors Away as well? Well, Anchors Away, I think it's like some sort of a musical film. But Anchors Away is not the only thing that with Gene Kelly in it. It also stars an animated mouse called Jerry. Jerry? Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't know about Jerry was involved in that film. Because that's what it's known as a first cartoon crossover. Kind of. Oh. And I don't suppose they have Tom the cat in there. Only as a butler, Norbert. As a butler, but not when it comes to chasing. Oh. And speaking of cats, though, coming up next on Children's GBC, it's time to see Crazy Cat. And today, he's in a spot of Happy Days. Or, don't you mean doze? No, days. Doze, days, doze, days, doze, days, doze. Doze. Bozo. What? Hey! Why do I even bother? Anyways, here's Crazy Cat anyway. Happy Days.
Ein Reader.
Was Crazy Cat. Yeah, well, I know that sometimes cats can get a bit crazy, and sometimes cats can get a bit grumpy. Some cats do tend to get angry, and they do tend to hiss at them, whether they aren't very close or very near. Oh, yeah. I don't really like it when cats do tend to hiss. I mean, it's not like that cats are acting like snakes. That's because cats only does the hissing when they were trying to stalk their prey. Okay, so what's the next one? Well, the next one is, and here's another cat, but this time goes by the name of Henry's Cat. And in today's episode, I think that sometimes goes a bit wrong. So this is what the episode title is. So, here's Henry's Cat.
Henry's, you must know Henry's Cat.
You must have seen the movie, you must have read the book. He's a mellow yellow feline, so take a second look. He knows everything about nothing, and not too much about that. So if you know someone who knows what he knows, then you must know Henry's Cat.
Henry's, you must know Henry's Cat.
You must have seen the movie, you must have read the book. He's a mellow yellow feline, so take a second look. He knows everything about nothing, and not too much about that. So if you know someone who knows what he knows, then you must know Henry's Cat. Then you must know Henry's Cat.
And that was Henry's Cat. Well, mind you, yeah, it's all about time and stuff. Well, Durban, what do you think of that episode? Well, I reckon it looks very funny. Yeah, but I guess that sometimes that clocks do tend to get a bit wrong sometimes. Yeah, sometimes they do that. Oh, especially grandfather clocks. Or is it the one that goes cuckoo, cuckoo? Grandfather clocks do not have cuckoos in it. Of course it does. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, no. Ha ha! Got you. You said no. Oh, now it's my turn to be soccer. Ah. Ha! He fell for it. Ha 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 ha! Snoss, 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 snoss. Waffle, 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 waffle. Or should I say, Sonic, 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 Sonic. Hedgehog, hedgehog, hedgehog. George Buxton, as you always said, you're such a waste of space. Ah, don't. Why die for bother? Anyway, so as I said, Sonic, Sonic, Hedgehog, Hedgehog. Well, of course, that could be one thing. It's time for the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, in which Sonic and Tails encounter a junior Robotnik. Oh my god. Enjoy the program. Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I'm so glad that Robotnik Jr. has turned good this time. And the next program now is Hey Dougie. Dougie? Is he a big dog? Yes, the one who gives out badges to everyone for taking part. Oh. Now, what sort of badges is it today? It's about the Super Badge. Super Badge? Well, I could be Super. Super Bear away! Oh, here's an episode of Hey Ducky anyway. Enjoy.
Betty, isn't it time for...
Ducky!
Hey Dougie. Well, I don't know if we need any more of that episode up very soon. But anyways, we'll see. But anyways, right now on Children's GBC, it's time for the final program of the day, and it's Chucklevision. Well, Derby, you know what to do. No? Yes you do. Come on, give me a ball. Oh, alright. Oh, right, alright. To you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to me. Hey! Stop licking my nose, yo! Enjoy Chucklevision!
Jobs yet?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Hang on, here's one. Vacancies. Persons required to sell buttons on 5th floor of department store.
Why do they want people to sew buttons on the floor?
Beats me. Anyway, it sounds too difficult to me.
And me.
Thank you, my Chuckly Johns. And don't forget that Chuckle Vision will be back again on our weekdays as normal. So that's coming up probably next week. But I think that George might be saying something about the conclusion. Right, over to George when the program's finished. And that was Chuckle Vision. Yeah, because I'm so glad that they're not going to be bus drivers anymore. It's because of one certain inspector, and I'm not talking about Inspector Blake, which he looks a bit similar to him, that's all. You know, the one he always says, "Oh, get you, Miss Butler, get you." Yeah, that sort. But obviously, I think Inspector Happy is not happy. Snuss, 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 snuss. Waffle, 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 waffle. Well done, now. Do you think that episode is really good? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I didn't realise there was an old mini bus there. Is that the one that hasn't been used for years? Well, after it was used, then no, it wasn't. So anyway, George, can we say goodbye to viewers now? Because I heard that this is the end now. Yes, of course. Oh, of course, but now I know that we've already talked about Singing in the Rain parody with Paddy the Bear, and the same goes with On the Bus's parody from Chuckle Vision. So that's about 2 parodies that we've had. Wow. Well, that is very exciting thing to say. Yep. Oh, and of course, viewers, now don't forget, coming up on Tuesday, which is next week, we will be celebrating 40 years of Children's BBC as we present some of the programmes that are Children's BBC only ones, not Children's ITV programmes or anything, just Children's BBC. What do you think, Bear? Children's BBC will be okay? Yeah, of course it will be. Oh yeah, because I do forget that Thomas the Tank Engine is on ITV as well as Sooty, so we're not including them, are we? No. Oh, hang on, didn't Sooty appear on the BBC, though? In the 50s he did, until the 60s. Alright, fair enough then. Alright, and of course that, but now, after you and I and Arthur to celebrate 40 years of Children's BBC, probably sometime, maybe tomorrow, you can... Oh, sorry, I meant, probably either on Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, depending on my choice, you can go upstairs. So that means this will be your new first job there, just like you did in the live action film. All right. Well, best say goodbye. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next Tuesday. Bye. Happy 100th birthday, George. Say, no. Why did I even bother? Why did you have to say 100? I'm not 100 years old, and I am not that old. Anyway, so that's pretty much about the programmes now for today. Oh, don't forget, as I said to No-Hare Bear, Children's GBC will be celebrating 40 years of Children's BBC. That was from 1985 to 2025, which is coming up next Tuesday. So don't miss it. So until then, bye-bye, everybody. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye. You're watching GTV, and we hope you enjoyed Children's GBC this morning because it was a request from Adrian's Cartoon World. Anyway, so right here on GTV now, it's time for our Saturday morning film, Singing in the Rain, made by the great Gene Kelly.